Hello and welcome back to Cargo Studios Remnant Lunar Archon Session 103. I hope you are having a lovely day. I know I'm pretty good. I wish it would rain though. It's been like so close. I saw lightning earlier. It would be nice to cool things down. But that is neither here nor there. That is my own difficulties to deal with. We'll open the player side. I don't know why the images are open. Oh, right, because I was going to open an image for the audience to look at. Well, it's too late now. I'll do that in a minute, maybe. But for the moment, I need a recap. Last time it was Sam, which means this time the recap is going to be given by one of you other three. Hey, Jack. Ready to give a recap?
Sure. Oh, now?
Yeah, I mean, whenever you're ready. Kind of the next one.
So, we finally made it to... Was it Coquina?
Coquina.
Coquina. And... Jack was rushed back to his mercenary group, the Orange Sun, and was basically said, you have two options. You can either be excommunicated, or you can take down the Lord that reigns here so that they can replace her. So...
I appreciate that in your recap you ignored the third option of leave your group behind, but that's not really an option.
Well, that wasn't an option for Jack, so that's kind of... He kind of tuned that out. So he presented the choices, skipping out that last one, and then the group had decided to warn the Lord. What's her name? Ashara.
Yep.
And I think we mentioned it to her yet. I'm not 100% sure, or either we were waiting to hear back from what Gambit found out in the tunnels or underground. I don't remember where it left off.
Y'all had been talking. Gambit is still in beneath the city, going through the drainage tunnels that travel below the city. The party had talked about their various options, including but not limited to, with being pushed largely by John, potentially just leaving. Let that be here's problem. That y'all don't need to get involved in everything. And Garand, and I think some others perhaps pushing for a little more of a, we should at least like let the Lord know before we leave, or maybe like look around or do some recon in the city, talking to people, see if we think that she's a bad leader, see if people like the Orange Sun, other stuff like that, and then decide what y'all want to do. Whether or not you want to do as the as Malin Voss had asked and challenge Ashara in public combat at the end of a week, that she would step down if she lost, and yeah. In the meantime, y'all were to gain notoriety, helping people, winning fights, that kind of stuff. That was his plan, at least. Alright, so, excellent. Are you here? Just to make sure you can...
Yes.
Great.
I'm here.
So, as you spend some time, at this point the party had talked for like an hour, you've been wandering beneath the city. It is somewhere around noonday, August the 11th. It's a Friday, near 417. But underground you can't see much. There are various drains that lead down into the wide, fairly circular tunnel that you're in, with these periodically these sort of sandstone or stone support beams holding up the surface above. You found at some various points around the city. Some of these support beams were broken into, that they had been chipped away at, seemingly fairly intentionally. And I need you to roll an investigation check.
Okay.
Now those are cicadas. Do I need to close my windows? I probably close my windows in a second.
We can hear them.
It's just ambience.
It's only when you talk.
Ambience. The investigation. You know. I feel like this is important enough to use one of these bad boys, and it did not go into the chat. Okay. Fine. Ah! 13.
There we go. We are no longer in a anime that takes place during summer.
Totoro.
Yeah. Words. Yes, you rolled a 10. Is that with your
At 13.
13 with your hero point. Nice. As you look around, you eventually find this different kind of a sewage release. Oh, wrong button. Bonk, bonk. There we go. Not sewage release. You'll find a part where it is slanted down in front of you, where the hallway kind of comes to an end. And as it goes down, there are grates seemingly to release whatever liquid is coming through this drain pipe into whatever downward pipe or funnel is on the other side of this curved wall.
Ew. So if this is a dead end, or it looks like you can keep going?
It looks like roughly a dead end, but it looks like you're meeting into something that on the surface might be some kind of other surface drain that this pours into. But without going up above, you can't tell as much, and you haven't looked closely at the drain itself for any kind of damage.
Does it look like I can push the drain up? Can I get up there?
You'd have to go back a few feet and then climb up through one of the drains that you would have gone down through. No, you came down through a hole in the ground. You'd have to find like a maintenance opening, a manhole, effectively, nearby.
Wait, so it's not a manhole?
No. It's like you're going through, and where there would be like the wall in front of you, it is like a curved like slide, basically, in terms of shape, that goes down in front of you, and where the slide wall meets the bottom of your of the tunnel that you're in, the drain, there is a like opening for the liquid to go through the drain that you're in onto the other side of the slide wall.
So does the slide go up or down from where I'm standing? Would I have to climb up the slide?
You would have, so it goes downward, like it is higher the closer to you it is.
Okay, so I could slide down. I'm on the top of the slide.
Sure, but you're on the inside, like the back or bottom of the slide, the back side of the slide, where you just see where it is. If you went up, you'd see whatever up the slide would be where it goes or where it comes from, if it goes or comes from anywhere. But you're like looking at the back under.
So I'm on the outside of the slide, but I'm on top of it.
You're not on top of it.
I'm so confused.
You're in a drainage pipe. It's like the slide cuts through the pipe that you're in.
So there's an up and a down.
Yes, the closer to you it is further up. and the further down the drain it goes down. Let me find a picture that I can draw. Let me
This is riveting stuff. Micah tries to explain to Jocelyn what a slide is.
Come on, where is something that could work? Where's something with enough? This works. Good enough for me. Go. Share this real quick. Guess I need to there you go. You can see now. And then so this is the tunnel you're in. Okay.
Okay.
And this is the slide. And right here is a drain that seems to go to the other side of the slide. So the slide would come down from the top and over, and water that gets gone down the drain would come here and then go down through as well. Your little stick man right here.
Is this a top-down or a cross-sectional?
This is a side view.
A cross-section.
This is a side view. Okay. This is the top.
Oh,
this is the bottom.
See. So I don't have access to the slide.
No.
I just know it's there.
You would have to find a manhole somewhere over here or something to see where the slide goes.
Okay, these are needlessly complicated sewers. I'll go look for a manhole.
Okay. Make a very easy perception check.
Okay.
Now that I've said that, you're gonna fail. But like roll into 2 or
Probably. Oh, that was a good roll, but it didn't land in the box. It was the same thing.
Oh,
Yay,
nice.
20.
Yeah, you find there's one not too far away. You're able to climb up out, pushing the manhole of sorts or the grate out of the way and climbing up into the street. Whereas you get some weird looks from people around you as they see you climb out. You are in a not the best looking part of the can I let me get rid of you. Go away, it's fine. You are in a kind of rougher side of town. The buildings are a little more disheveled, and some of them are not even buildings. You see some bits of like tents people have set up, but as you get toward the end of the road where the slide goes down, you see there are steps at different points near the slide, but not directly next to it, as the road leading up to it does divot downward a little bit, kind of leading, and you get the sense that this area is supposed to like drain inward and then down, as this like half pipe drain goes down from you into this quarry area, down to the base of this quarry where it looks like it dumps down into a hole or pit of some kind. And this quarry, which has several layers to it, I'd say probably 3 major layers before getting into more of a flat area on the bottom, where it eventually drains into this large hole, is tents. On the top layer, closer to more the surface, there are some buildings, and even on the second layer, people have built sort of buildings down from these steps. But you would see what looks to be people living in a tent city in this area with this quarry. The drain, it does look like there might be some small piping kind of a what's it called? On the edge of a house that catches rain and funnels it to an area where it can pour out to the side.
A gutter?
Yeah, basically these gutters along each layer of the quarry that seem to be bringing it around to this main half pipe that drains down toward the center. You get from looking at it that if these drains weren't here, if the half pipe is broken, it is very likely that the different layers of this quarry might start getting, like, flooded or at least, like, pushed down from the water, and the water be flowing down into the center, and even, like, if it was really bad, like, if there was a flood here, basically, it would start just pulling the houses down the quarry. But, as you look at the pipe and everything, it looks like it's pretty well set up to be able to just counter that with some basic engineering.
Cool. Does it look like the people who live here made that, or it's just the way that the city was?
Make an insight check. An intelligence-based insight check. So basically an investigation check.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll investigation.
Trying to get vibes, but also with your awareness of funny and stuff and politics. You would guess with this, it looks too official, and it looks similar in style to the drain, or to the I guess drain or waterway that you've been traveling through. That you figure these people, especially with the state of their living, probably did not make this themselves.
So the city was designed to have basically, this is their like version of a homeless shelter.
Seems to be, or at least to make this area livable and counter the potential flooding problems, they designed a spillway system so that this place is livable even if there is rain.
I guess that's kind of nice of them. I guess I'll go in and see what's up.
Am I wandering around?
Yeah.
Are you looking for anything in particular? Information, vibes.
Well, information, vibes. I mean, it seems like whoever would notch it kind of draws like a one-to-one, like, I don't know. When I came out of the sewer system, did it seem like this the manhole that I came in and out of, did it seem like it was used regularly? Like people go use the sewers to get around the city?
No, it took you a minute to like push it upward and break apart some dirt that had caked on.
Never mind. Never mind.
From a cursory glance, you wouldn't even need to make a like insight check.
Okay.
This definitely looks like a relatively lower income area. If
But
not like
okay.
Hmm?
Okay, so I want to go back to the manhole before I go in and do more of an investigation.
Of the manhole?
See if people, regularly use the sewers if the people living in this place would regularly use the sewers.
It's hard to tell exactly. It looks like maybe, and you check a couple other manholes down the street at various points. They're not super often. They're like, so do you look around for other manholes, I guess?
Yeah, sure.
You look around, look at a couple of different points that you'd gone through, and they're like every quarter to a half a mile, probably, going through the city on these long drains. You do find, with that investigation, there are a couple that are definitely loose and easy to pull up.
Okay.
Though the one you'd had was rough, there are a number of them that are pretty easy to get through.
Okay.
And your mind, with your background and the way people talked when you were in your corrective education, in prison. Juvie, minor juvie, not with an O, with an E. This definitely sounds like it peaks in your head of I could use this to get around without being seen.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. I'm gonna go back to the camp.
You'd be able to do so. Like to the quarry or your party?
To the quarry. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
What type of people are here?
Are you talking like races, income,
Vibes. General vibes.
General vibes. Roll an insight check. Straight insight. Real insight, not investigation insight.
Ooh, bad.
Hard to tell, man. I'd say with your background, you do see a couple of people eyeing you as if they're looking for valuables you might have and eyeing your backpack. But you don't get a really good idea of what the people themselves are like. People seem to be sticking either away from you or quietly watching you. Or whatever it means.
Okay.
You have relatively fancy clothing, or nice clothing. So you have just been trekking through, you've been trekking through very dry sewers.
Gambit, knows how to avoid being pickpocketed.
He does.
But he also knows how to pickpocket. But I'm not gonna pickpocket these people. Is there anybody like selling anything? Or
Yeah, you'd see a few people here and there that have set up kind of a sort of shops, whether it be a barrel or a box they've set up on, or even like laid out a towel or cloth on the ground and placed their wares upon. Mostly seem to be like secondhand goods, various supplies. There are people that are selling different foods, basic amenities, knives. You see a guy that's just selling shovels. You don't know why. This isn't really a shovel-heavy area, you don't think? But he's selling them shovels, and he's doing his best.
I want to talk to that guy.
You walk up to the shovel man.
The shovel man. Hey, sir, show me your best shovel.
Alright, that would be big old Bessie here. As the dwarf reaches over and grabs a very large shovel, like double size, flat end. Does seem to be relatively, sharp enough or thin enough metal that you'd be able to shovel with it, but it's not pointed. It looks more like you would be moving large amounts of stuff from a fairly easy pile. It is a pretty good one. You have quite a lot with it.
Do you have anything that's a little smaller?
How much smaller are we talking?
I need like a hand shovel, like.
He would look around for a moment before grabbing a much smaller trowel. Effectively, it's the length of maybe your hand for the shovel itself and a small handle. Like this?
Yeah,
Like?
exactly.
Oh, good. That'll be 2 copper.
Okay, I'll give him 2 copper.
Nice. Groggy. Oh, anything else I can do for you?
No, I think that's all. This is exactly
Are you sure you
what
don't want a pointed shovel? Shovel? I even got a couple of great shovels like the one I showed you.
These are fantastic shovels, and I love a good shovel. But unfortunately, I'm on the go all the time, and I just kind of need something small.
You look like a fighter, and you know what they say. Every knight needs a shovel. I
Yes.
hear there's a knight who fights with one. That's
Yeah.
the guy.
Well, I don't really fight with my shovels. I jump around with them rhythmically. So.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, good luck to you with the jumping. If
Okay.
you ever need any more shovels for all your shovel needs. remember-
Definitely. What's your name?
Oh, my name is. One second, I need to go back to that page. Brimstone Hearth. Brimstone
Oh,
Hearth.
fantastic.
The dwarf reaches out to shake your hand.
Okay. I will recommend you to all of my shovel needing friends.
You do that.
Have a good day.
Oh, I will. It's a good day to have a good day.
Yes. Gambit will leave with the shovel.
You leave with your new trowel. Congratulations.
Yes. Best
you leave your
financial
copper?
purchase ever.
Here's a shovel. Let me give you a 1 pound shovel as opposed to a 5 pound shovel.
Yes,
Go.
please.
Shovel, comma, small. Congrats. You have a shovel. You've met the true villain of the campaign, Brimstone Earth.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody watching me?
Perception check.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Not great. Okay. Well, I guess this is just a dead end, but I feel like it's important. I'm definitely going to be coming back here if we stay.
Fair enough. How do you find your way back? Do you go through the hole, or do you walk on the street?
I'll walk on the street.
All right. You eventually make your way back into hearing range after a couple of minutes. And what does he hear?
Marco!
Party, what does he hear as he enters back into hearing range? Because I know
What
Doug
does who
just
hear?
always is earring all the time.
Oh, what is Gambit here?
Yep. He's entered back into y'all's range. What are y'all talking about?
Where are we again?
Y'all are in your room.
Oh,
Y'all were talking about what to do, whether or not you wanted to potentially stick in town, get some rumors, warn Ashara, kill Ashara, help the Regent, kill the Soul Regent. You know, all the options. Leave.
and Doug's call makes that trail to Dyke more appealing every day.
I mean, Gambit has heard most of this through the earpiece.
It's just
So-
me reintroducing to the scene with y'all's conversation.
Yeah, so I think we ended with, what time of day is it?
About 1:30 p.m. Afternoon.
So yeah, I guess we just end with, we'll just do one of those generic scenes to where Gambit shows up as soon as we finish our conversation. So it'll just be like, well, let's just wait for Gambit to get here, and
Then you hear
we'll decide.
Marco.
Marco!
Hey, perfect
He's
timing.
talking to someone. We
What?
should listen.
No, I'm talking to you.
My name's Thicket.
Okay. I thought your code name was Marco.
Wait, who's Marco?
No, my name is Thicket.
Okay. Well, have you ever heard there's these like two famous adventurers, and one of them's name is Marco, and the other one's name is Polo,
I have not.
and they get lost from each other, and so anytime you want to like find your friends, you yell out Marco, and they go Polo.
Ah,
Who's this Marco dude, anyways?
are you lost?
What?
I said, who's this Marco dude, anyways?
He's just some adventurer. A navigator.
So why wouldn't we just say Gambit?
Oh, it's more fun that way. I don't know. My mom was into maps, so she thought she was cool. He was cool. They were cool.
Anyway.
Gambit reveals he has a mom. Da-da-da-da.
What happened? Are y'all where are y'all in the hotel?
Oh, we're in our rooms, so yeah.
Okay, I'm coming.
Wait, what? I thought Gambit was.
I'm 2 miles away. I'm talking to you through the earring.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I thought Gambit was just coming into the room.
No.
No,
Coming
I
into
just
earring
got
range.
reached 2 mile range.
Gotcha.
So, we've been debating what we should do here. Where have you been?
I have been in the sewers. I found like a homeless shelter. I guess, I don't know. This seems like they were doing okay for themselves, but I don't know if I'd want to live in a hole in a tent that could potentially be flooded. I bought a
Well, we
shovel.
were previously living in an uncovered wagon.
Yeah.
So, is Gambit's, I guess, venture back to the inn in the direction that we would go to warn Ashara?
No. I mean, it's close, but no.
I mean, if we warn her too many times, she's gonna think we're crying wolf at some point. And just never believe it again.
Can
Well,
we
we
ask
warned her twice. One of those times we were right.
Can we ask her to help us get out of the city so we don't have to? I don't know. I don't really want to. I don't really want to.
I mean, I don't want to face a cult necessarily.
Yeah.
Have to be on their bad side, but also don't want to kill a, duly elected ruler.
Yeah.
So, and that's kind of the choice we've been given.
Right.
So, I don't know. Being on the run seems more appealing, mostly because it's not breaking the law, and
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever run into Orange Sun before, and if we don't come back here, then we won't. We probably won't.
We have.
Well, we've run into
them
Orange
before.
Sun once.
But it was before you came. We
Okay,
were
I had run
getting
into the Orange
dirt
Sun
on a
before.
dude.
Would John have heard about the Orange Sun before?
Yes.
Oh,
They have a
heard
base in
of or run
vacuum.
into it?
I mean, not necessarily like run into them like any kind of fight or anything, but they have a base in Vacuo, and some of them were hired. Like there was a number of them that were hired for the war that you were in.
Never mind.
They're basically just a mercenary group. You know, they've got a couple of bases throughout the country. They're basically just a mercenary group. From what you know, you don't know them in great detail, but you know they exist. You know that there is a base in Vacuo. There is notably not a base in Coral.
They're definitely more than just a mercenary group. I would describe them as like a paramilitary cult.
Wonderful.
Yeah, you could describe them that way too.
They might describe themselves as regular mercenaries, but there is bad vibes.
Very cult. How confident are we that the government can take them down if they are trying to overthrow the government? Given that you got, I mean, I don't know how strong the governments around this part of the country are, but You guys overthrew a government just by yourselves. Back
We
in
had some
down
help.
south, wherever that was.
Yeah, we had some help.
So I mean,
And,
it doesn't sound like it would be too hard for them to actually do it.
Yeah.
As
But
long
the
as
thing
they
is,
resist the urge to do one-on-one combat with her.
right. Well, the thing is they want to be seen as an ordinary mercenary group. But if they overthrow the government, they can't hide behind that facade anymore. So they want someone else to do it.
So they want a puppet government.
Yes.
Ah. Now the pieces are falling into place. Yeah, that's not good. But also, I don't know how we're going to stop it, because I don't know that we can necessarily resist them ourselves.
Yeah, I think we just let them know. I'm pretty sure she probably knows.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen? She tells us, oh yeah, they've been after me for years. I've got it handled. And then we leave. I mean...
Yeah, maybe.
But if we tell
Or
her, then we will be on the bad side of Orange Sun. So...
is
Or
someone
the other-
following me? Sorry. I just
Perception
need to make
check.
sure that I'm not being spied on.
Perception check.
Can I make one?
No, you're in a room.
Please
Gambit,
help
on
me
the
get
way
back.
back, you would see after a while there is. It's hard to spot. They look fairly normal otherwise, but you do spot on the inside of their wrist at one point when they reach up to scratch their hair, looking nonchalant, an Orange Sun member who you clock a couple of times as keeping up with you, fairly stealthily.
Okay.
But
Are they within earshot?
no,
Okay.
they're a good
Can I
30,
lose them?
40 feet. Make a
Can I lose
stealth
them?
check. Make a just a regular dexterity-based stealth check.
Are you kidding me?
That is a horrible stealth check, Gambit.
I know.
that is as low as you can. Well, next to as low as you can reasonably go. Like you.
That's actually
dodge through a
impressive.
few
You have plus
ally-
13 on stealth.
You dodge through a few alleyways. You move around a couple of buildings. You intentionally mix in with a couple of crowds here and there over the time, taking a long way around to get to where you're going. By the time you get there, though, you have no longer can see an Orange Sun member.
Okay. Okay, Gambit goes in.
You go upstairs.
Sorry, it took a little longer. I had a tail.
You have a
Ooh,
tail,
I
too?
see.
No. I didn't literally have a tail. I metaphorically had a tail.
Oh,
I have a tail.
You too. This was a different tail. This was an Orange Sun person tailing me.
Why would
I
they
think
be?
I lost. They're gonna spy on us. So any decision that we need to make, we need to probably not talk about it a whole bunch, because they're gonna be keeping tabs on us, and we need to make it, and we need to do it and go.
I think it was their fault for trusting us so easily with their secret plans to overthrow the government.
They probably have a contingency, so we need to not underestimate them.
Contingency is in they're going to go through with the plan themselves anyway, and I just so happen to stop by, or
Something like that, or they'll just kill us.
That's not nice.
Yeah. We do not need to underestimate the amount of danger that we're in.
So I guess what's the plan? We flip a coin?
sure. Heads we go this way, tails we go that way.
Well,
I
we were
think-
going to let Sasha know about our suspicions about the Orange Sun. And she said, I can't do it today because I already used the stone.
Oh,
Well, didn't we tell Sasha about it and ask her about it?
We asked about the guy who runs it, but we didn't connect the dots until after.
Oh,
I put a voting thing. You can double click to make it an X or click it once to do a check mark. I voted for Garand, but that's only if y'all want to do a vote thing. Or you can flip a coin. Or you can just talk it out. I don't care. I don't know if that'd be useful or not.
if whatever decision we make, if we're going to make it discreetly, should we at least for today go about as if we were going to carry out the plan and just kind of walk around, I guess, be in good favor with the people, as was mentioned?
Yeah. I mean, the people here definitely need help.
Well, then, let's do that until we can reconvene tonight.
Okay?
wait, so what are we doing?
We become vigilantes for the next 24 hours.
That sounds fun.
So, I guess it's a little after lunch. So yeah, let's just start going from here to, I guess, the arena, and then see if we've come across anything that could be considered gaining prestige, whatever that means.
Cool.
So we're being vigilantes to gain the favor of the people, or what?
Well, I
Yeah.
was told I had a week's time to gain prestige and favor prior to dethroning Ashara. So we might as well at least act the part while we're debating, because I feel like any if Gambit was being told, I'm sure that they would more than likely tell all of us if they haven't already started doing so. So at least if we're all like looking like we're doing the part today, then maybe tomorrow or the next day we can figure a way out.
Fair enough.
So in other words, we probably shouldn't talk to Ashara over the next day or two, I would think. Unless we absolutely knew that we weren't being followed. Or we can do what Thicket suggested and talk again to
Sasha.
Yep, Sasha.
But we still have to wait to do that.
Yeah.
Are we joining the Fight Club?
Yes.
Hey, perfect. Why not? I guess that's our first.
Are you going to the Iron Gauntlet Inn, or are you going to the Oathkeeper Arena?
Doug was more familiar with the Iron Gauntlet, correct?
Doug was hardly at all familiar with the Iron Gauntlet. I mean, more so than the Stillblade Rest, the Iron Gauntlet is, as you would know, it's a boisterous sort of inn, known for hot-headed battlers and anyone who wants kind of a night show, basically, with a dueling pit in the center for people to fight during the evening and typically practice during the day. It's a fairly rough inn that not like necessarily low income type of rough or criminals, but if you're looking for a fight, for a fist fight or a duel or something else, this is the place to go.
And where was the place that Ashara was fighting?
That is the Oathkeeper Arena, the Coliseum, effectively, where there are a couple of other locations around the Oathkeeper Arena where people can go and do paid fights and shows and stuff, but the Oathkeeper Arena is like the main arena that people come to fight in the city.
Okay.
Fights
Well, in that
going
case,
on every day or most days.
in that case, I think we should go to that arena, just because it seems to be a little more prestigious, and would be where Ashara naturally is anyway.
Are there fights going on all the time? Or is it just like scheduled stuff?
Is Doug familiar with this one or no?
You're more familiar. Y'all were told never to fight in the Oathkeeper Arena unless you were explicitly told to.
Oh, by
By
who?
You
who?
never fought there. You might have snuck off to watch fights here and there. And sometimes they would command you to go and enroll in a fight to train in real life combat effectively, especially during training,
Mm.
rather than just fighting other Orange Sun members in the same practice against unpredictable foes.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's been a while, so I'm not 100% sure if there's anything going on. So I guess we could ask the innkeeper if they're familiar with current news.
Well, let's do that then.
So party heads downstairs.
Yeah, you head downstairs and you would see the fairly quiet inn, the Still Blade Rest. You do see what looks to be a fairly well-built man in simple garb, a sword at his side, reading a book off in one corner of the room. But other than that, you only see the elven woman casually sitting behind, her eyes closed, so she's kind of like leaning against the backside of the, I guess, like the preparation area behind the counter. Her eyes are closed as she's leaning back against it.
Okay, so I guess Doug and party just walks up to the counter.
Her eyes open at the ruckus. 5 people of various states of armor, weapons, and backpacks. Yes.
Would you happen to know if there's any current like fights going on or anything that would be popular over the next few days?
In general, or at the Oathkeeper?
Specifically at the Oathkeeper, but in general.
There are fights going on pretty much every day at the Oathkeeper. Just have to go in and roll. And Micah needs to grab a thing. Do.
What kind of fights?
Well, real fights. It's aura based. When your aura breaks, you lose. Game over. That way no one ever gets properly hurt, but you can still throw someone through some rubble. Or shoot them with
I
lightning.
mean, not like the weapon of choice. Are these all like hand fights, or are they magical fights, or
you can
sword
roll in
fights?
particular ones if you want to be in a hand fight, if you want to be in a weapon-based, steel only, magic, or anything goes. Most popular is, of course, anything goes. There are teams, duos, and singles.
Are we feeling a little repeat of teams competing since Gambit and Garon won the last one, or the last race. Care for a rematch?
I don't know if I really want to fight in the arena.
I'm down. Sounds fun.
We could do that. It could be the bards against Thicket and myself,
Oh, we're fighting each other?
or I don't know, potentially sparring, practicing.
I mean, we can spar each other anywhere. I mean, why not fight other people?
I mean, I guess that's true. I guess it depends on if they do bigger groups than 2.
I mean, above table, I'm sure Micah could just have his role performance or whatever for fights.
Yeah.
If you wanted to speed through it, sure.
I mean,
Depends on if you want to play through actual fights.
if we're doing individual fights, I mean. Anyways,
There's a tournament coming up in a week or two. I think it's... When's it start? He yells over to the guy on the other side of the room. He looks over. Sorry? The Scorch Showdown, when does it start? 19th? Next Saturday? Yeah, that's there too.
Oh, that's perfect. That means we have, a good week or so before the main event. Well, thanks so much.
Happy to help.
And then Doug just kind of walks out because he has a suspicion that that's probably why they said wait a week, but he doesn't want to say anything immediately.
Doug is having big brain moment.
I think he's also on edge because Gambit was followed, and then he also doesn't really quite know what to do with the Orange Sun at the moment.
So what's the play? Are you trying to get into a team fight? Solos? Doubles?
Is this the innkeeper asking?
No, this is Micah asking.
Oh,
Or do y'all just want to roll performance at basic fights and see how well you do? You don't have to actually do the combat fights if you don't really want to.
Yeah, so as far as gaining prestige and whatnot goes, I guess to appease whatever was meant by that, to where it looks like we're doing the part. Would that entail getting involved with some of the local stuff, such as some fights here or there?
That was one of the options he brought up, was if you fought the arena as a good way to gain notoriety, get popular.
Okay, so I guess to go along the story premise, then yeah, I guess we would want to do something along those lines. But it seems like maybe the party is opposed to one-on-one or I guess against each other. So if there were I don't know, team.
That's your party.
Well, I was just saying what would the options?
Is there a fighting thing where we can all be in one team?
Yeah. There are team fights where you can have 3 to 5 people. They typically try to match you with people of even amount, but no guarantees.
You can do that.
Yeah. So, I guess. Well, Doug said thank you and then left the inn.
Yep.
I don't know if everybody else was following.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess outside, Doug is asking. So, do we want to go check it out? See if we can join as a group? Just kind of spend a day or two there while we contemplate in the evening or elsewhere.
I want to do that.
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
So off they march.
You're going to the Oathkeeper Arena to try and figure out the fights, or...
Yeah.
Alright, you eventually would arrive at the Oathkeeper Arena, stepping off to one of the areas where it looks to be more of a, like, competitor sign that would lead into preparation areas.
Were we followed?
With your perception, do you want to roll or use passive?
My passive is 24. Yeah, I'll do passive.
You were not followed in this case. Not that you can see, at least. Eventually, you do arrive. Stepping over, you do see, stepping just inside this main entryway, there is a half-elf man, no, woman, at a desk, effectively managing whatever applications or otherwise. Doesn't seem to be anyone right now, but you do hear the clangs of metal over on the other side of the Colosseum, inside the Colosseum. About 3 o'clock in the afternoon now. You here to register?
Yeah. What you got?
Depends on what you're looking for. Singles, doubles, and team fights.
Team fight.
Team fights? Alright. Can I get a name for you 5?
The messengers.
Alrighty. And all 5 of you are competing, yes?
Correct.
Looks to Gambit.
I mean, I guess.
Alright.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
I don't know. I don't. Okay. I will this time.
You could keep my alchemy jug safe if you don't want to.
I want to steal from the rich and give to the poor, but this will work, I guess.
She looks at you. You say that out loud. And then just looks back down at her paper and does not comment.
Given she is likely one of the rich.
Alright. I've got 2 teams that are prepping for the next couple of days. You can have a fight later this evening. It will be just after sundown, about 8:30. That would be the Paradox, they call themselves. The other option is tomorrow, the Stoneblades.
Well, Tonight's probably fine. Why not?
What was that?
I said tonight's probably fine. Why not?
Alright. The Paradox it is. Prepare yourselves with whatever you need, and be prepared for the fight. Good luck. You can come here a few minutes before preparing yourselves. You should come here a few minutes before preparing yourselves, and we can set you up for where you'll be entering.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, I forgot to mention. Let's see, a group fight. That'd be 50 gold.
Oh, yeah, entry fee.
welcome to bet on yourselves if you wish to make some money, but at least for the purpose of the fight itself, it's pay to play.
What's the return on bets?
Depends on the bet you make. Depends on where from. You can make money from the fights, sponsorship deals, people giving you things. If you do win the fight, you do get your gold back.
And hypothetically, if you were to bet,
you get your gold back and 20% of the opponents. So 10 gold.
Ah. Cool. I'll cover it, and put down 35 gold for a bet.
No, don't take the bets.
Oh,
You have to talk to some of the bookies in the arena.
okay. Well, then I'll just put down the 50.
Right, you can remove the 50 from your inventory as you pay to play. And I think there, you can go ahead and take a quick 10-15 minute break. If everyone's good with that.
Yep.
Oh. I need to get to work real quick.
Are we muted?
No, but I can make us muted if you want.
Oh.
Would you like to be muted?
No, it's fine. I just was curious. Here we go.
Hmm.
Sorry I made Marco Polo get into your universe, Micah.
Why would you apologize for that? That's a wonderful thing. I only see positives here.
It is always a very funny bit when things from our world become canon in D&D.
Did you get my Shovel Knight reference too?
Yeah,
did not.
I referenced it to you, and then you referenced it back. It was great.
Okay. So it was an original idea. Okay, gotcha.
We were having a great time.
Did you know that they made that into a board game?
Shovel Knight?
Really?
Yep.
How do you turn a rhythm game into a board game, though?
And then it also has it to where you have moving tiles, so like the board changes constantly.
Oh, I see. Maybe. So like every turn something happens.
I just know of it. I haven't seen like a play of it, but I know it exists.
Okay. Interesting.
Thank you for your patience. Okay. Guess I can do that. So that's... Sorry, I'm throwing together the fight because I did not take the time I should have to prep arena combat. My B.
You put us in the vicinity of an arena and didn't prep
It's
for
been
it.
a busy week.
Understandable.
I didn't know if y'all were just gonna skip town.
I mean, I was going to ask after the break if we wanted to, just do the arena scene since Garand is out, and then that way he doesn't miss much, or if we wanted to see if we could, do a fast forward, but then I was thinking like, well, can't really move it too much forward without a decision.
Chris just said he'd be here in 15 or 10 minutes, or 20 minutes.
I do notice that eventually it's like Jack, I assume, and whoever else finally voted in the thing. Looks like the general party consensus is to leave.
But I mean, of course we have to fight the paradox, right?
Mm-hmm. We gotta get John's 50 gold back.
Exactly. Also, Chris said he'd be here in 15 to 20.
Or maybe we leave because they wouldn't expect us to leave if we've already paid for a fight.
I mean,
true.
I've got like 100 platinum, so I could lose 50 gold without breaking a sweat. Who else voted no to the "Do we stay in town" poll?
Me?
Who voted yes?
There's only 4 of us here. Who was the 5th person that voted no?
I voted in place of Chris.
Oh,
Did you vote no?
Yeah. Because I remember he
Ah.
was saying like he was interested in sticking around and seeing what was up and making sure everything was okay.
Oh, so then he would have voted yes, right?
yeah.
Oh yeah, I voted yes. I voted a check mark.
Oh, well then who's... Because I voted no. Jason, you said you voted no, and who else voted
I
no?
believe I did.
I voted no.
yes, so
Well, then Micah voted wrong.
I meant to vote yes for him because stay in town was what he would want to do, I think.
Okay, well, you changed it back to no again.
We are staying in town, right?
I
At
guess
least
that's
long
the-
enough to do the fight, it sounds like. And then I don't know after that, but
Yeah.
it seems like the majority
Yeah,
of
but
people-
we're not sticking out the whole week.
Wait,
That's how I took the question. Are we sticking out the whole week?
Yeah.
I didn't think we had got to that part about like, well, do we stay a whole week when Micah did
Well,
the
I mean,
poll?
We couldn't really make a decision, and then I guess we were
Yeah,
gonna wait
I
for
knew-
Chris to get here to make a decision, and then they're like,
I thought
okay,
the
well,
consensus was that we'd stay for 24 more hours, at least till we can like talk to Sasha.
Yeah.
And then so
yeah.
I thought that was the consensus that we reached to. So do we stay in town? I assumed meant do we stick out the full week?
I did not understand that part.
I know. I think
So
it's
I would have voted no if it was staying a whole week.
Yeah. No, I could have misread that.
Then you can change your vote
As
to
well.
no.
Because it seems like we had already reached the consensus to stay at least 24 more hours.
Okay. Couple of more moments, and I should have everything complete. Find the right image. Okay. You can give it a couple more moments for Chris to join in. There, that's here, that's there, that's there. To open that. Golly gee, what did I name it?
So are we gonna wait on Chris to keep going?
Up to y'all. Do you want to wait on Chris, or go ahead once I find the map that I'm looking for?
Okay.
Let's
I
see
think
how long
whatever-
it takes. Yeah. I don't want to delay it too late so that we don't get to get into the fight, but I would like to include Chris as much as possible.
Yeah.
Because like we'd still have to roll initiative, and then
Yeah.
he might not roll high or roll low or whatever.
Map record for this. Are there any precautions y'all would like to take before the fight at 8 p.m. the coming night?
Everybody's rested, right?
Yeah, short rest. Because this is the same morning that the sewer thing happened, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh, never mind. I would have that. Oh my god.
I spent a few spell slots and a wild shape.
Yeah, me
But
too.
I mean, we could do a short rest.
I don't think
Yeah.
I'll need
Or
play more.
a retroactively done a short rest.
Yeah. I don't know. I used some things on my armor, and I used transposition.
I need someone to roll a d4.
I call it
Do it.
3.
Yeah, we'll go down there after the 30 feet up here.
What up?
Yeah!
There's the man.
Let's
Right on
go!
time. Okay, oh darn, I deleted the thing. Okay, where are you?
So we were preparing Garon's eulogy because something happened.
Yeah, Garon died.
So
Yeah.
sad.
That's
Real
all
tough.
What happened was Ashara didn't like the news and out of rage just decided to
Just
like
one punch.
go in
Just-
person.
It literally just took. Oh, wrong board. I accidentally went to the Jeopardy board. Here we go. One punched, and there you go. He was just gone. So in actuality, the party has largely agreed that they don't. I don't think the party wants to stay in town for the full week. But they might want to do some stuff. I didn't quite get exactly what the decision was for that. If the party wants to reiterate what exactly their idea of a plan is.
Basically, since Gambit was being followed and whatnot, leaving
'cause Gambit's been
immediately.
followed today.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
leaving immediately would have been suspicious. So, like, pretending as if we're going to go around for a week, waiting until the event. So we're going to like spend today and potentially tomorrow, just gaining prestige, as if we're going to go through with the plan. And then, because we can't use thickets, or we can't talk. Yeah, we can't talk to Sasha until tomorrow. So this would give us time to kind of pretend as if we're doing something when we're not, as well as giving us time to get more info.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
if we were to go to Ashara at this point, if we're being followed, might also raise some red flags. So potentially getting a third-party person to reach out.
Okay.
Then Gambit did go around, found the slums area, found where some stuff had been done to beams underneath other parts of the sewers, bought a shovel from Bryn Stonehearth, the shovel salesman. And then the party decided, as part of your cover, y'all are going to do an arena fight. So they bought in on an arena fight at 8 p.m. that night. So the party's taking a short rest, which I will go ahead and short rest y'all. And when you get in, I think if everyone's good, I should be good to describe and let you loose.
All right, sounds good. I will get my tea and be on ready. I just got the update, so that's good. I should be able to jump in. Should be loading. So be right back. 2 seconds.
May end up needing to, depending on how long or how fast the fight goes, take a break mid-fight, but I hope not. Hopefully we can get it done in an hour and have a clean end for next time. I'm certainly willing to try. If everyone will do their best. Oh, I need to redo a thing. Or rather, I need to delete some stuff. There are many great things. The map maker I use. Unfortunately, it also types to stuff I don't want, so I've got to delete that. Let's see, I don't think we need lighting for this fight. Did I? Oh, that's gonna haunt me till the day I die.
That sounds ominous.
Well, it's just that I made the map. I wanted there to be like a dirt pit in the middle. There are several things wrong with this map that I thought I did correctly, and I did not. So the north and the south entrances to the arena are in fact correct. The east and west ones are 5 feet off. And so consequently, the centerpiece of the arena is also 5 feet off. So it is. No, yeah, it's just off 5 feet to the north. It's fine. We'll deal with it.
I love the Thicket Flowers page. That's great.
Yes. RWBY.
I mean, we could also just fast forward past this if needed to.
I mean, that depends on if y'all want to do the fight. I thought y'all did. I'm down. I've got the stuff prepped now. In fact, I'm going to turn on my D&D combat playlist. Yes, Decisive Battle from... Which one is this? Is this from, Ghibli Default? No, it's Octopath Traveler. Let's go. Alright, sounds like everyone's back. Is anyone not back?
I think Maury just did a BRB.
I was showing Jocelyn how I made emojis in the server for BRB and back.
All right.
That's cool.
Because we type it so much.
For her, I don't know.
There is actually a back emoji, but BRB there. I don't think there is.
I made them. I put them in the server.
But I mean,
Oh,
there's like a legit back emoji.
did you already arrest us?
I have short rested. If you've got any short rest things you need to do them now.
Is this
Well,
one?
My bardic inspiration is back, so
You said your bardic inspiration is not back?
no, because I just unclicked it.
Yeah, just unclick it. I do think I just haven't fixed it on your sheet because I think I have to manually set it to short rest.
Okay,
Yeah, 3 seconds.
no problem.
There you go. I think it's good now. Okay. So the arena, as described before in the previous world, in the sessions prior, is this large, open, vaguely squarish, circle-ish shaped arena, because that's the limitations of a map maker. And with 4 different points of these like not latrines, like these water things. What are they called? Moats. With these rickety wooden platforms, you can cross over various points of rubble and pieces of material. In the center is a sort of a mud pit almost, or a dirt pit that kind of concaves downward. You could potentially even like duck down into it. As the party would enter in, you would hear them announcing you. Traveling from far-off lands and fighting the greatest of evils, the messengers, which you cannot bring Jackie in.
Okay.
Fortunately not allowed because she would count as a 6th member, and also they don't want a dog to die in the middle of the arena.
What about
Anavo?
Mason?
Mason?
Do you let them know Mason's there?
No.
I assume I'm not taking my entire pack inside of the arena.
Okay.
That's up to you,
So
man,
no
I guess.
Mason.
Mason and Jackie can play together.
All
yeah.
of my magic stuff is outside of the portable hole. Although to be fair, we did take Mason out of the portable hole. But generally speaking, he goes back in when there's combat. So Jackie can hold my portable hole.
You know them. You love them. The mages, the fighters, and the elementalists. The Paradox. Vela Zane, Sister Steel, Rorik Claybind, Nim Hele, and Drax Skullrat. They would have also said all your names, but I don't want to go through all that. Run low on time. This is so that I can also go ahead and identify names on the combat tracker if you all want to roll initiatives. Put yourself anywhere that you want within basically this square in front of the door for the start of the fight.
Yeah, Bard Flank, what's up?
So what's the roof like in
There
this
isn't
place?
one.
Is there a roof?
There isn't one. You're in
Nice.
an open coliseum. It is not currently raining because the weather today is warm, but I think it might have actually even been hot. I don't know. I don't think it was scorching heat. It was maybe minorly cloudy skies, but the roof is open.
Wow.
And
it
where
can
is Gambit moving to, if anywhere?
Hold on. Let me get my thing.
Holding. I also need Doug and John
Hi.
to roll initiative.
Hide. Gonna hide.
You can preemptively make a hide check, I guess. I will allow it.
Okay.
Should we do a group huddle before we start?
Are there any preparations y'all wanted to make? Because it's almost too late now.
I mean, is it illegal for me to manifest an echo prior?
Yes. You aren't supposed to do any fighting things until the fighting starts.
Do you guys need me on the ground?
If you could stay within, hold on, I've got to do a little bit of calculating here. 1 second, please.
And the general rules: no instant kill moves, no killing the opponent. It is to the break of the aura. So when you get them down to basically like 1 hit point, they would fall unconscious. Their aura breaks. You hit them non-lethally. They don't die. People do fall unconscious, then you have to pick them up or stabilize them.
So if their aura breaks, then they're out.
Yep.
And
Same as true for y'all. If you go down, you're out.
So, yeah, if you could stay within about 60 feet of me, on the angle or whatever, that would be delightful.
I need John to roll initiative.
Stop.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, it almost went back in time with that stealth. Look at that.
You should have seen me roll a 2 on a stealth. I got
It's
what was
true.
it, a 15?
Nice.
It was
like
so
that.
bad.
Plumbing it with the rest of us, huh?
Okie doke. As the combat starts, as they announce go, the spear and shield wielding champion Rorik Claybind will dash forward, hop down into the pit, bring his shield up in front of him. Let's see, from there, he's going to duck down into the pit so that there's not a direct line of sight. You have to come close to the pit to be able to directly see him. Holding his shield as a bit of cover. Choosing to wait out the rest of the movement. Actually, he's also going to use his action to dodge. Because that's a thing you can do. Thicket.
Okay. So many choices.
Many choices.
And I would have said, since we're not going to die in this, if you want to do your own thing, just to experiment, play around, that's fine. We don't have to win this, Besides, everybody likes an underdog.
Oh, they also tell you can choose to have your words amplified to be heard by the arena.
That would have been, but now that I know that,
Well, they would have told you, but you don't have to. But you can.
You just gave Garon the microphone.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Listen,
Oh no.
listen. Most of the money made on this arena is by the people coming to see.
well, he could whisper in the earpiece instead of the mic.
You can.
Yeah.
All right, Thicket, what you doing? Garand, you're on deck.
Okay. Okay, let's see. I always complain about going first, but then I go first and I'm not prepared.
Mm-hmm. You always seem to go last, and then when you're first, you don't know what to do. It's okay. It's okay. I am also a failure. No.
So, the circle in the middle is a pit.
Yep. The dirt
Okay.
pit that goes like around 5 feet down over about 5 feet, so there's a steep slope down into it. That he is currently ducked
Okay.
down into. Shield up and ready.
Okay. I've lost track of where everything is on my sheet.
Well, find your track.
I don't think I have it prepared. Okay. Let's see then. What's the beefiest bird I have? Okay. I can transform into CR1 things.
Correct.
Now, here I was thinking you were a moon druid this whole time.
Oh wait, I can't cast anything after I transform.
Correct.
Can I? Okay, I'll do Call Lightning right in the middle of the arena.
Okie doke. Oh, make him make the save. There is no storm to give you bonus damage, though.
Oh, one of them must be hiding because I only see 4 on the map.
Seems they might have a rouge of their own. He fails. Roll damage.
And
How many
here
of
he
them are
thought
there?
he was safe.
We can only see 4 right now. That means that one of them is hiding just like you are.
And this one is behind cover currently. And that big old rock takes 12 points of damage as you strike lightning down into the pit, seeing dirt fly up. Stepping out into the open. Oh, sorry, was there anything else you were going to do?
I can't do that and transform in a turn, even with the spell regulator. Correct.
Yeah, because the spell regulator doesn't take effect until the next turn.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Valus, the half-elf, will step out from behind. Keep going, Rourke. I think you'll find this to be quite the special. As he will reach up his hand and there will be a glitter of air that floats toward Rourke, and then you see... You can't really see how he reacts, but whatever this effect is, applies to him. And he's gonna move back behind cover.
Haste.
Does it look like magic?
Yes.
Can I get a chance to Arcana that?
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
Here, for you, I do that. I do that right there for you because I like.
Who
you.
knows, man?
All right.
Do you have any bonus actions? He does not. He will hide. Hide. He will have casted that. Yes, this. It's his turn. Garand, it is your turn, though.
All right. In my most eloquent and booming voice, I will channel the spirit of Decim as I grow suddenly electric, stormy-looking wings, and I shout out to the entire arena. You chose foolishly when you sought to fight the messengers today. Have we got some news for you? And Mantle of Inspiration, giving all of my allies the temporary hit point.
Sweet.
Gebet's gonna whisper in the earpiece. Technically, we chose to fight them, but you
I'm
know.
gonna say, I don't think they actually chose that.
Fair,
Not the other way around.
No,
And then
I completely forgot.
Doug is also going to whisper, like, I think to send a message would have been more punny, but it's okay.
All right. Well, you gotta build up. You gotta build up. I whisper. My attempt should actually be 8 because I'm level 5 bard. So, can you change that real quick, or do you just want to give everybody 8 temps, Micah? I don't know.
What determines your temp HP?
My bard level.
Aren't you a level 5 bard?
Yeah, and so it should be 8, not 5. You increase to 8 at 5th level. So you have it as 5. 5 is the starter.
Oh, I see. Increases at... Yeah, okay, fair enough, fair enough. I will just change it in your Mantle of Inspiration.
You let me change it? Or are you going to change it?
I've already done so. Next time,
You're awesome. You're awesome. All right.
go ahead
so,
and apply it to people.
Thank you. And then as you gain these temporary hit points, my friends, you can immediately, if you so choose, use your reaction to move up to your speed. This will not provoke opportunity attacks.
I don't
Now-
think any of us are in danger of that.
Yeah. But mean, I don't know. Maybe one of you guys have a secret monk level I didn't know about. Anyway, now technically, it doesn't say that you can't choose yourself. So am I a creature that I can see and can I see me?
Yes.
Fantastic. All right. So that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. The math looks right. Okay. And so that was bonus action. And I will go ahead and move up my 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that was my, I'm using my, I'm going to choose not to use my reaction to do that. So that was just my regular move. Because I think I might need my reaction for something else later on. Am I in the position that I can see Rorik, the homeboy now?
Yeah, you could just kind of see him.
Okay. Let's just go for it. And we're going to hurl this this feather of Decim his way.
Ooh, that is a super hit.
Nice.
And then it comes right back, right?
Yes.
So I can do my other attack.
Yes.
All right.
So I do think technically you're supposed to do lightning damage when you do it where it returns, but yes.
Oh, okay, my fault.
It doesn't have any special resistance, so yes, it's you're good.
I'll roll the right one this time. I'm sorry. I thought you said it was choice either way. So sorry, my fault.
I mean, yeah,
But,
probably it's probably fine to do choice, but technically the coming back is part of static reversal, which has it become basically a bolt of lightning.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean that's fine. However you want to run it, man, I'm good. And on that last one. I will go ahead and use one of my bardics to psychic blades him.
All right.
Oh, wait. No, yes, when I hit, so I can expend it. So yeah, so I hit. I do it. So now I should have done it before I rolled the damage, though. I realized. Okay, that's my fault. So just 3d6. So what is that? 8. So 8 more points of psychic. Does he seem to take psychic?
It does.
All right.
It does not magically resist psychic damage.
All right. And it comes back to my hand and like, yeah, let's go for it, mate. He's like, Duran's happy that there's like a fight where they're not supposed to die. So he's like, we just get to try things.
Yeah,
so that's what he. All right, he's done.
Yay, my turn. I'm
Yeah.
hidden and I'm so far away from everything.
You are.
Well, you could move your turn. You could have moved with your reaction if you wanted.
Yeah, but I didn't want to unhide.
Would you allow Gambit hiding if he moved like behind that rock where thick it is?
You would stay within like hiddenness. Like you would be staying behind cover while doing so.
Hold on. I'm just gonna run this time. And hide.
Okay.
But I'm getting closer.
I figured this was when the Mothman would give his debut.
Yeah.
Boosh. Stealth.
Boom, and then stop.
Okay, roll stealth.
And yeah, my plan is to try to get the oh, are you kidding?
But do you need an action point? Because that's or hero point.
I do. I did use a hero point earlier. So my goal is to try to get out the squishies if I can.
All right.
Yeah, I think that middle man is just a front.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's see. Is that a... Oh, it's 20-foot radius. Isn't it? Hold up. Looking at the...
It's 9:30.
Yeah,
Yes,
let's keep going.
radius.
30 minutes. What are you casting?
It's a stinging cloud.
Yeah. I don't recall what it does.
20-foot radius sphere, yellow nauseating gas, centered on a point within range, which is 90 feet. The cloud spreads around corners, and its area is heavily obscured. The cloud lingers in the air for the duration. The duration being up to a minute. And it requires concentration. Each creature that is completely within the cloud at the start of its turn must make a Constitution saving throw against poison. On a failed save, the creature spends its action that turn retching and reeling. Creatures that don't need to breathe or are immune to poison automatically succeed. A moderate wind of at least 10 miles per hour disperses the cloud after 4 rounds. Strong wind disperses it after 1 round. So we're inside, so no wind, no natural wind.
I'm kind of inside. But yeah.
It's an open coliseum.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah. There's a crowd around you. Cheering. Mostly for them.
Really minimal wind. But anyways. There's your sphere for the stinging cloud.
Okay. Roll it against Nim. And actually, Nim is going to have advantage on this. Success! I'm going to go ahead and have someone preemptively roll a D100. Just on an off chance, you know. But Nim is going to move out of the cloud. I'm going to go to here. Okay, so the first person to roll... Oh, those are D6, D8s, and D10s. I need a D100 from you. What spells do you have? That's not a D100. Grab the infinity on the far right.
I mean, you could call that.
Who's rolling it?
I think Gambit's trying.
Someone other than me.
I mean, it was about the same result, so...
She is going to step up. Go big or go home. Reach her hand out, and she's going to target the 3 of you with a cone of cold.
Does she know I'm there?
No, but she doesn't need to see you.
Do we not get a little bit of cover for being behind things?
It's a con save, so no.
Oh.
So an auto roll Doug.
No! No!
All of you fail.
So, why is it auto-rolling for me, and why are you always failing me?
Well, I don't know why I'm always failing you. The reason it auto rolls is because you never went into the options and changed it to make you roll. So if you go into the options on the top right, the gear, you should be able to scroll down to requested rolls. And then there should be a prompt saves option. And that will make it where it makes you roll. Dealt a total of 22 damage to each of you after the effect. And then
So-
the D100...
Could I use a luck for that, or no?
You could use the luck.
Or does it have a negative effect, or is it just damage?
It's just damage.
Oh, then never mind.
Okay, and that was a 17 on the reroll. Let's see what my wild magic that is. You see, as this happens, Garan, you're the closest to be able to see. Suddenly, coming from her face, is a beard made of feathers. that she quickly
Cool.
brushes out of her face.
Cool.
They fall out quite easily.
I don't think that look suits you.
Alright, roll it against Sister Steel, the,
I can see Sister
Well,
Steel, right?
You can.
Right, I can. Okay.
You are
then-
currently 55 feet from Sister Steel.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna go and cast that spell. Silver barbs. She has a disadvantage.
Why does Sister Steel have monopulse?
Does she have to roll for being in the cloud?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
that's
that he's disadvantaging her on.
Yeah.
And I
so you
need
have-
John to roll the save.
Yeah, I know. I gotta find it again. I hate that I have to do this every time.
She fails. She is caught in the cloud and is retching and reeling and loses her action for the turn.
Yes,
Is
she
it
does.
just can't take an
I can't-
action?
I can't see Gambit, right?
It's just spends its action, retching and reeling.
So I guess it could still bonus action or move.
out of the cloud.
Is it able to move out of the cloud?
Yeah, it's just action.
She's
So you
gonna
can move.
stumble outward 30 feet total. Does she have any bonus actions? Ah, she does. She's going to, as she stumbles out, regaining her breath, she is going to look toward all of you and take a fighting stance. As she does, this earth comes up and it wraps around, like the dirt flies up from the ground and lands and sticks upon her body, solidifying into a stone-like armor.
Arcana. Can I try it?
Sure.
Can I as well?
You can, with disadvantage. Because you probably haven't seen this before.
And I'm not proficient at all.
Thicket, you have no idea. Garan, you've heard of this before. This appears to be the Barrier of Stone technique learned by Earthen Step monks. One of the
Okay.
4 elemental monks types that are within within Vacuo.
I'll holler out. I'll whisper into the thing. So that way maybe nobody else knows what we know. I say, yeah, the one that stepped up ahead. Yep, she's a monk. She's got punchies. So definitely tamed a block for the sorcerer. So let's get them.
Oh, you would also know from that 25 that Barrier of Stone technique gives her resistance to all bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage until the start of her next turn.
Okay, she's resisting like a barbarian does.
Doug, it is your turn.
Doug is going to cast Dawn,
Okie doke, where are you targeting? So you-
30-foot radius,
Bring up the
Targeting.
Slight Blade.
all 4 of them.
30-foot radius. About here.
Go up a little more.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you a little to the left, so I can go and engage that sorcerer, that'd be delightful.
Where do you like it? Here.
And like a smidge to the left. Yep.
Okay. And I believe
Just
it's
in
the
case.
start of their turns, right?
I
I just wonder if we should actually follow what it says for once.
think it says upon casting. Yeah, when it appears, each creature in it must make a
And then when they
constitution
end their turn. Okay, so go ahead and target all of them and make them roll the save.
save. Does it hit the invisible one at the moment?
No.
Okay, so I need to target each one. So that's a control click, right?
Yep. Then you should be able to drag the save, like either click on the save or drag it into the chat and it should work. Got 3 failures and 1 success. Rourke is the only one who succeeds.
Okay. So then I can do damage.
All right.
Great.
Dealing 18 points of
I
damage
did
to each of
only
them. Ooh. And Valus succeeds on his concentration check. Rorik does not have his haste end. That is your action.
Bonus action will be Second Wind. And then I will move away from everybody. I will come over. How is Doug feeling?
I don't know.
Let's do
How
that.
is Doug feeling? How's Doug
Oh,
feeling?
he's feeling pretty good. So he is.
What kind of good? Describe your feeling in detail for me.
Well, a 5 was almost a 6, so he's feeling pretty confident. But he also knows that he doesn't want to be in the line of fire for everybody. So he's just gonna go here, and then on his next turn is when he's going to rage and everything.
More of a quiet confidence then?
Yeah, it wasn't a 6.
Yeah, sure, I'll give you that. Okay. I need you to roll... Yes, I can roll a con save from the darkness. What's your save DC?
For me?
No, for Sam.
Sorry, what?
What's the save DC?
Yeah. That's a good question. Constitution saving, so I would assume it's my. That's a great question. Let me just roll it.
He's trying to help you out, like, because you're complaining about it. That's okay.
Yeah, and then I can't even find where it is. So.
Well, it's not Valen's turn, but it'll at least let us see what the con...
Oh, sorry. I thought
DC 14. Good to know. Okay.
There it is.
No, it's not Valen's turn. It's someone else's.
On the sheet. I don't know.
Coming out from hiding as they dash because they're moving into the open, you would see Drac Skullrat.
Sure.
They're going to continue to move and then make another stealth check.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. The only person who'd be able to see them is Thicket if he was close enough to actually see him.
So is the cone still there?
The cone?
Uh-huh.
You mean the dawn?
Uh-huh.
Yes, but notably it's when someone ends their turn in the area.
Sure. Yeah.
So if he ends his turn in the area, then that will get him. Rorik is going to leave the area as he very quickly, rapidly runs and jumps out of the pit. Coming down toward Garand, he swings down his shield to bash into you.
I'm sure he does.
As they 12, as he comes down, you definitely step out of the way, and the shield buries itself in the sand. He comes up and then swings it back as a backhand toward you.
I said, that would have got me before with my other armor. I'm like, ah!
Dang, he rolls another 5, missing you again with his backhand.
He's like, no, please don't hurt me. Not the face.
He's really going after you, particularly with the shield. Though at this point, he's actually going to try and stab you twice with a spear.
It's the money maker, no!
Once again, you are dodging right out of the way, and despite his normal 3 attacks, he's going to rapidly attack again. And miss again. Can you roll higher than an 8, my guy?
No, please don't.
Rourke fails to hit you at all. Thicket, what would you like to do?
Okay. I have a question.
I have an answer.
So, are they out of the fight when they go unconscious, or when they hit 1 hit point?
When they hit 1 hit point.
So it doesn't matter if we make them unconscious first.
If you sleep them, that will not knock them out necessarily. Unless it was a 1v1, in which case, I guess that would be sort of an instant win. Or they would, like, blare an alarm to wake the person up.
I have a thing that can make them unconscious.
That would just mean they need to be woken up by their allies.
Which means that they can't do anything, and their allies have to waste an
Action.
action.
It's
So
still useful because they get poisoned. So I'm going to summon the Coatl.
Okie doke.
A lot of Coatl.
That costs how many hit points? 5. It dies, sorry.
I don't remember how many HD it is, but it's an amount.
Okay. And I'm gonna have, well, first I'm gonna do Call Lightning because I still have a bonus action.
Okie doke.
I'm gonna do it to where I don't hit Garand at the same time.
Oh, thank you.
Just so we're clear.
Okay.
Okay, and rolling.
This is a dex save, right?
There.
Should auto get the bonus he has from this. He succeeds.
So does that mean no damage or half
Half
damage?
damage, I believe.
Okay.
Takes 8 points of damage. Very nice. Go ahead and roll the Coatl's initiative. I think does it act on your initiative or have its own?
It goes right after me.
Okay, cool.
So it's gonna go fly over to Rorik and bite him.
I sure wish I could get flag rules.
He definitely steps out to the side as this large, beautiful snake bird flies over and strikes at him. I don't think he gets multi-attack, but he does attempt his bite.
It doesn't hit.
It does not hit, no. A 10 does not hit.
Rip.
I would feel like I was not doing my job if a 10 hit.
I don't think it has any things that are bonus actions.
Looking at its thing, I don't think it does. Is there anything else you have?
I'm done.
Okay. Make your last save, this time on Valus.
You rolled it. You rolled it too, remember? You rolled earlier.
That was not for his roll, though.
Oh,
Damn,
okay.
I needed a roll for Valus.
Alrighty. Womp.
He fails. He is retching and reeling. No. Use his movement to go away.
Go away.
It would have been funnier if he went forwards and was still stuck in the dawn at the end of a turn.
He's not a fool. He may be coughing and retching and reeling, but he's not a fool. Garand. There's a big, tall, scary,
Yeah. No, the thing that was really scary
half-elven
was
man. Oh,
That
Sister
cone of
Steel is a
cold-
tiefling. Rorik is a human. Valus is the half elf. Nim is a gnome, and Drac is a goblin.
It's fine. It's that cone of cold was the scary thing. So I'm gonna burn all 6 healing lights on myself.
Fair enough.
Ooh.
Hey,
Could I have done Sanctuary on Garon?
It's too late.
Okay.
Next time.
But let me mark off all those. Pew, 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 pew.
Bonus
All right.
action.
All right, and then that was my bonus, and so now I will make the swingies. The first one has advantage. I'm gonna go ahead and use a hero point off the rip. I'm gonna try to start pouring some ouchie into this guy.
Do it.
3 plus advantage. Because I couldn't see Gambit, right? Because Gambit was hiding, so I had to give it to myself.
Yeah.
So. Wait, what am I doing? I'm attacking myself. What was that?
Well, you hit yourself, but you also would have hit him. So don't attack yourself with the damage. Just throw the damage on him.
Okay.
Oh, do you have Elven Accuracy as a feat?
Yeah, that's why. That's why.
That's right. We did whatever. I don't know which thing it was that makes it work. If it was one of the mods I added or what, but it worked. So
yeah, it's so delightful now. So I'll probably be giving it to myself most often now, unless I can get Gambit a chance to possibly crit a sneak attack. But
so go ahead and roll damage on Rorik.
1 second. All right. Oh, I forgot to do the thing again. All right, well, whatever, it's fine. Hopefully I'll hit this next one.
And up close would probably be the piercing, if you're just trying to regular stab him.
Okay, sorry, it's fine.
You're fine. He doesn't resist either damage, so it's fine.
Yeah.
For your second attack, he is going to attempt to parry and increase his AC.
Okay, well, I'm adding 4 for another hero point, so we'll see how it goes.
That nets him down to his normal AC. Oh, you just barely hit.
I mean, I'll take it. But let me go ahead and put my bonus damage again on.
With the parry, his AC was 20.
Nice.
Oh no, his AC was 21 with his parry, but it still hits because meets it beats it. And you deal 19 points of damage.
So, yeah, it's a great fight. Let's keep going, mate. All right, and I'll just 5 foot adjust this way. So if something happens, maybe he's in the way and he'll also take it. I don't know. I'm hoping.
Fair. Gambit.
Yay! I'm hidden.
You're hidden.
I get sneak attack.
Depends on who you're attacking.
Is that lady by that rock Sister Steel?
Yeah.
She's immune to what?
She's not immune. She is resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage right now.
Okay.
Takes half damage.
What is my piercing? Huh. Is dude in my line of sight? Claybind?
Yeah. He is 25 feet away, but if you step 5 feet closer, you will be able to normally shoot him if you want to shoot him. Or throw a rock at him.
Would it be
Or
advantage for stealth? Is there?
That's true. You'd have advantage for stealth, but I'm saying for the long range disadvantage is unreliable early guns.
Okay.
That's a new thing, though. It wasn't always like this. But okay, whatever. I don't understand it. No, I don't want to do that. I want to move. This is 30 feet. Why? Doug's always in my way
Just take that up with Doug.
in this fight. I don't know. I don't want to. I want to stick to my plan, but now our bard is frontlining, and that's not good. And our front line is hiding behind a rock.
I mean, to be fair,
Your sidelining is on the sidelines.
it looks like I'm actually doing pretty good.
Yeah.
You're doing great. until you
his-
take another one to the face.
His aura has flashed, it has not broken. He's also no longer 5 feet downward. He is normal.
Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna whack this dude. I can't hit the lady because she's resistant to me. So I have to get 5 feet closer.
Hit. Are you gonna hit him with a rock or with a bullet?
Bullet.
Bullet.
Rocks are puny unless they're
Stealthy rocks.
fire damage.
Stealth rocks. Stealth rocks.
Attack!
I'm trying.
I believe
Hold
in you.
on. Right? No. It's fine.
That well, you have to attack first, but yes.
Okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
That hits because he is no longer parrying.
Okay. My sneak attack is still on?
Yeah, it should be.
Hey, Gambit, you don't have to say if you want for secret purposes, but if you're at least level 9 rogue, you actually have 5d6, not 4.
Are you level? You are level 10.
So, I mean, now for all I know, Gambit has like 4 levels of fighter that I don't know about, or 3 or 2.
No.
No, I just haven't taken a look at the rogue table in a while.
So it's every odd number. So like when spellcasters get their next level of spells, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, all that. That's
You're
when
right. You are at 5d6. You should be doing a little more damage. But either way, you send the bullet, and as it strikes into him as he tries to block with his shield, his aura breaks and he falls unconscious. Stable.
Yay!
Hey, look, and crowd. Yeah, first blood. There you go. Go team.
Okay.
I'm gonna make your sneak attack stronger.
Here.
There you go.
And
Sneak attack
bonus
is
action. Hide. I wish that there was like a little place that I could have my stuff like always up. So annoying to have to switch between the action page and the abilities
You
page.
could add a stealth button under your rogue stuff, but I can do that after session.
It's not a priority at all.
You're right. John.
So,
Well, I'm not gonna lie, it's not a priority right now.
I'm gonna drop concentration.
Fair enough.
I am going to use my bonus action to cast out of view and become invisible.
Okay, and use out of view.
For the hit dice that I'm
Disappearing
going
from all reality.
Dice, so gotta roll a hit dice. So I'm out of view for 5 turns.
Nice, as
and
long as you don't attack or cast a spell.
correct, and I am going to use my action to dash.
Ooh, where are you gonna dash to?
My movement is 30, so I am going to go.
Is the number of movement you have. Oh. Ultra speed. There's just a patter of sand and dust along the ground. Which thicket you would clock.
And that's my turn.
Let's see. Nim will escape the flaming terrible tame and will come away from the enemy who is attacking her friends and her and go like hee hee out. And she's gonna look at her spells, and Micah's gonna realize he probably should have pulled out the spells a minute ago.
Oh, turn wasted. You have to pull out the book.
As she disappears.
I know where she is, probably. The Quaddle does.
Can the Quaddle see invisible creatures?
The Quaddle has true sight.
Then yes. Out to what range? 120 feet?
So you know where Gambit is too.
Yes. Well, no, because True Sight doesn't reveal hidden creatures. It just lets you see creatures' true form, invisible creatures, and a couple other things.
I think the quality knows where John is too.
No bonus actions. Okay, Sister Steel. is going to dash forward.
Right. I was like, might as well, like, you know, I just took out the friend, or I helped take out the friend. Technically, it was Gambit, but
You took it to the face while Gambit took him out.
it was good times.
And
Like,
let's see.
Meat shield.
hey, I mean, this is the point though. Is like I'm trying to get to the point to where it's like it makes sense. Like he knows what he's doing, so like he's gonna have to do this. So like this is like the perfect opportunity for him to practice.
He does not regain Barrier of Stone. Is it worth it to do any of her abilities? I think she's going to save it for that. How many does that cap? How many key points does that cost, actually? Okay, 2 key points. Got it. Okay, she's going to try and punch you 3 times.
No, I like the non-punch experience. Please. Yeah.
Dang, they can't hit.
Just like that. One more, just like that. You're doing great. I'm trying so hard, but please.
Dang. 3 misses. Okay, well, that's her turn. Doug.
Help!
Wow, your enemies are very ineffectual.
Now you know how we feel.
No, that's true because we miss a lot. We've missed a lot in the past. That's true.
I should have
So,
buffed
Well-
them more than I did when I was making it 20 minutes ago.
Doug was going to prepare to charge on his next one, but being that all of his enemies just like went different directions and disappeared, I guess the only person that he sees within
The
Rain.
Guano can communicate telepathically, and I'll have it tell everyone where the invisible people are.
Invisible person's right there. So I guess
Okay.
I will unhide her. She's still invisible, and you'll have disadvantage attacking her, but you know where she is.
So, question: does Dawn still hit them if they're invisible?
Yes, but I don't believe she's in Dawn anymore. I specifically made her move out of it.
Correct. But if I was to like move it to where they couldn't hide in the very back,
Sure, they'd have to try and get out of it in time before the end of the
And what
next
are-
turn. But yeah,
what are these green things on the sides?
That's water. That's dirty water.
Oh,
Still water.
No, it's just
Hmm.
messy water.
I guess Doug's just not going to necessarily care about Dawn. It's still going to be up, but I think he was feeling confident, so he's like, "Why am I hiding behind this magic?" So he's just going to get out his white iron or ivory, and he can move. Well, he'd have to go around the rock, right?
Yeah.
So let's say that'd be 5.
They're rock-shaped rocks. You could go under that piece of scaffolding.
rock-shaped rocks.
Question: are these like pits on like these 4 holes, or are they just like filled with water?
They're filled with dirty water.
Oh, okay.
Dirty, nasty
Right.
water.
5, 25
It's
here.
water. You figure it's probably not like changed very often, but it's water.
If an opponent falls in there, are they out?
No,
Oh,
they're just in water.
that's sad.
Okay. And then he is going to cast.
Cast. Ooh.
Well, because he's done with the dawn. So is it if you cast something else, your concentration immediately?
Only if it's a concentration spell.
So like dawn would just disappear if you cast something else,
That's confident.
huh?
If you cast
That is-
one of the things I'm thinking you're gonna cast, yes.
So like branding smite.
Yes.
Okay, so he's gonna do that as his bonus.
The dawn dissipates. As light
And
gathers
then-
along your blade.
He is going to strike. A couple times.
As you strike
Okay.
toward her, she strikes her foot against the ground, and these thin, like, plates of stone fly up onto her arms, and she begins to use them as shields. As she is going to effectively replicate the effects of the spell shield.
Okay, where's the attack thing? It should be right here. Oh, here it is. Found it.
Good job.
Um,
Proud of you.
for some reason, it's not. There we go.
Woo, let's go.
That will still hit, fortunately for you. Go ahead and roll damage, and it should apply the radiant. Like 22 points of damage. She should not. She should no longer resist bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. So let me go ahead and remove that from her and deal the extra damage to her. And just turn off. That. How many hit points now? Okay, keep going.
Nope, stop. Don't do that. Oh, that was a waste. That was 2 6s.
Also should not be attacking. Bayless, why did you deal damage again?
I hit the wrong button.
Okay. Fortunately, I do think you hit her with the second attack, but I do need to remove the damage from Bayless.
Wait, who?
You accidentally dealt damage to the other guy, too.
Oh, I see. They're still clicked.
Oh, not anymore. Let me retarget her for you. There you go. Does that damage, so you've done 2 attacks and damage twice. Make your third attack if you have a... You don't have a third attack yet, unless you're going to unleash your incarnation or anything.
Nope, not yet.
Okay.
That's me.
Let's see, what did you roll for Stealth Gambit? A lot?
Like 23 or something.
Oh wait, did the
22.
Oh, Brandon Smite only does it
knows
once.
where you are, Gambit.
Branding Smite only deals the extra damage once.
No, he said True Sight doesn't show hidden.
Correct?
I know,
Correct.
but I have a passive perception
Oh, that's
of
right.
24.
Plus,
Never
you're
mind.
also clearly in view of the coatl. You can't hide
That's-
it from being clearly visible. Wow. So Drac dropped a 4 as she comes out from... the goblin comes out from hiding and shoots you with a crossbow.
Who's you?
Oh, I accidentally damaged herself.
Yeah.
Undo that.
Take
I
that.
don't want to get hit by that guy. Bam.
Yep, she's also confused.
He is dazed and confused, it would seem. Here, take some damage. 21 points of damage, and make a con save.
Who is
You
this?
fail. You!
Well, let's do luck on that one. Whoa, back up.
What are you gonna do on that one?
They were attacking, right?
Yeah. Or hidden.
And I can use a luck, right?
Theoretically.
Then let's do that.
Roll, okay. It still hit.
And then what happened?
You still take that damage, and from the con save that you failed, here's some poison damage too.
Ew.
20 points of poison damage. And then Drac is going to use their other 10 feet of their movement to get back out of their way. Bonus action hide. Unbeknownst to one another, because neither of them can see and are not perceptive enough, Gambit and Drac are on the opposite sides of a rock. So, Gambit, what's your passive perception?
Oh yeah, might hear.
Your passive perception is enough. They rolled really low, so you can actually hear them
Yay.
walking, like moving around on the other side of the rock.
Plus, I have advantage if they're stinky.
Yes.
Are they
Correct.
stinky?
No. Actually, yes, they would be because they did jump into the water a minute ago while hiding to stay out of
There you
sight. So a little bit, but you don't have advantage because they're stinky. Koatl's turn.
My turn. You mean?
Your turn.
I go first. Okay. I'm gonna call lightning on Sister Steel.
Fair enough.
And not
Like,
heading
right
Doug
here.
and Garon.
Fair
Yes.
Woo, thank you.
Okay. Boom. She fails! Gosh dang it,
Indeed.
Sister Steel. You were doing a good job until now.
She missed Garon 3 times.
Also, just...
Okay, and then I'm going to wait. Oh, sorry.
What do you mean I don't have that? Oh. I'm gonna show the picture I found for...
Okay.
What do you mean I didn't put that?
I'm going to healing word Doug. Don't die, Doug.
That is quite the healing word.
Give him some words of healing.
Okay.
And apparently rather effective.
And
Where's the image?
then it's the Koatl's turn.
Waddle.
Waddle, 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 waddle. It has to be a dance. Like, I'm gonna. Hey, you ever heard of the waddle, waddle?
And it's Dugadoo. It's this universe's Dugadoo.
Nice.
Should I heal Doug or try and bite and poison?
I have no idea what follower steps is. It's fine. Let's do the Koala Wall.
I think they would take their turn before me, so maybe biting.
Nyang, 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 nyang. We're
So
flying
you
over
don't
the
want
dead body.
you don't want heals.
I mean, I'll heal him too. Fine. It's all right.
Do the Koala Wall. Do. Koala Wall. Do.
Can I hero point to hit?
Not for the Koala.
But why? I summoned it.
Because it's not you. It's not the hero. You are.
But I control its action.
Oh. That doesn't make you it. Garandot does not become one with Anavo when Anavo comes up.
Or even Jackie.
But you can attack normally.
Roll well.
See?
Thank
All
you.
it took was rolling the die. Now roll damage. And then I suppose Baker make a save. 7 points of damage. She succeeds. It does not become
Wait.
unconscious.
Hold on. Can I go ahead and disadvantage that?
Yeah.
I'd like to. There we go.
Remind me to have something happen that would, now that y'all spent all of your things. What was the saving throw for? Like, what was the,
13.
She falls unconscious and is poisoned.
Yippee! Okay, poison. Drag, drop.
Since I can.
And target is
Yep.
unconscious.
Since I can see Gambit, I'll give the advantage to Gambit on that one, so that way Gambit can go over and sneak attack right in the face. Bow bow. So, hey Gambit, get him! He's on the other side, mate. I saw him run that way.
Vela's turn. Now that the direct danger is gone, he'll move back to his position.
Oh, perfect for the backstab.
Let's see, what's the range on this? Too far. He raises hands and begins whispering words. Arcane words. With these three.
No,
Can I
the
can I
arcane.
can I check it? See if I hear it. See if I understand.
Sure.
The arcane stirs
not.
within him.
Okay.
Do you want to roll the wisdom saving throw for the Coatl?
Sure.
Can I use a hero point for that save?
Not retroactively, you have to do it before you roll.
Oof.
We're both confused.
So how do you take this off? You said settings and it's something, right?
Yeah, so if you go settings up in the top right under tools, under the options, under tools, options, you should be able to scroll down to requested roles, and there should be one to prompt settings.
Under tools and
Let's
options.
see. Where is my confused behavior table? I must pull that up on the internet.
I don't see it. Tools options under the option setting.
Tools, and then you see options. Were you able to open options?
Uh-huh.
Go to the requested roles settings. Should be like halfway down. One of the tabs is requested roles in the options. There should be one that allows you to prompt to roll saves.
Oh, I see.
In the meantime, Garand, I needed to roll a d10.
Go to detention.
On a 5, you do not move or take actions this turn. As Garand stands there.
Can I do bonus?
No. Any actions, bonus or regular. And I need you to roll another wisdom saving throw. You can try to break out. As Garand is stoppered in confusion, he stands there dazed. Gambit.
Can I speak?
Sure.
Well, I
Alternately.
would pop out behind the rock and just shoot him. But I guess I can't do that anymore. So
Don't forget, I gave you
will.
straight up murder that one in front of you. Go get that other rope.
He did give you an advantage if you want to use it somewhere.
What is it? 25 feet?
20 feet.
20 feet?
Up
I
to
was
20
sure.
feet away.
So it has to be 20 feet away?
No, it can be less than 20 feet away.
Okay.
As long as it's like longer
This is
than
why
5
this
feet.
is why it doesn't make any sense to me, because there's only a certain amount of range that it would be, because this is 10 feet, right? No, wait, no, this is 5 feet. this is 15 feet, and this is 20 feet. And so I basically only have here and here as my options
I do
to
not know what
shoot
you're
him
talking
with
about.
advantage.
You have three. You have 3 squares because there's 4 squares that you could hit that are within the 20 feet, but the first one would be in melee, and so you'd have that problem without that. I think
No, there's only 3 squares.
Yeah.
So there's only 3 squares that I can have.
I mean, in one line, technically, if you wanted to do the math on it, it would. So you'd
And
be.
there's the argument from the edge, so you could like do these 4 whole squares, or I guess these 4 squares are ones where you would have advantage, longer than 5 feet, but 20 feet and below from you.
Point is, you could definitely murk that rogue.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it should be 30 feet, but it's okay.
You can consider that. You can make an argument if you like. But that'll be later. For now, fire.
Okay. Fire. I have advantage.
Fire.
Yes.
Roll a 20, so that way you can get a whole lot of sneaky damage.
Yeah, you
speaking of
manifested it! Yes!
Go ahead and tag sneak attack and prepare to knock this person unconscious. They are at full health, so if you do this, you will knock out their entire health bar instantly.
So, will it do,
Yep, it'll do the double damage. And now that you've added sneak attack to yourself, you should be able to just roll. Yeah, they are instantly knocked out.
Hey!
As you,
Finally!
you jump out from the corner, pull the gun, as the goblin looks over to their left, and you just shoot. And their aura just shatters as it tanks the bullet to their forehead as they fall back unconscious.
Oh my lord!
I'm over there doing the Thriller dance from Michael Jackson. I'm like, good job, Gambit, you did it right. You're the best, buddy.
Why are you dancing like that? I don't know. Done.
Dang.
Wow.
Okay.
Wait,
Question. If I attack out of invisibility, do I get sneak attack?
You get advantage, but you don't get sneak attack. That's a rogue thing. And yeah, again, you
Yeah.
could hide if you wanted to.
Yes,
I can
that's
get,
what
I
I'm
get
saying.
advantage, so that helps.
That's
So
bad.
Oh yeah, so bad. Only a 20.
I'm gonna.
Remind me to give everything y'all fight, like, alert. Have an extra +5 to their passive so they have a chance to see Gambit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna run over here
Ah.
and well, let's see. I'm gonna use my bonus action to light up my flame tongue sword and whack this guy.
Which notably doesn't take you out of invisibility because it's not an attack or a spell. And then bonk! Or get some more slash.
Yeah.
Roll the attack.
Oh, and I get a bullet with advantage. Hold up. Oh, shoot. That didn't roll it with advantage. I'm gonna roll it again, too.
You miss!
I missed both times. Well,
His
it's lovely.
mage armor successfully keeps him safe as you bonk off of this magical shield on his back. As
That's
a
so
magical
sad.
aura
That was prepped to be so awesome, and it missed.
your sword.
I have an extra attack, though, so I'm gonna...
He turns
Alright,
around
fine.
and looks at you. What?
I
And you
missed
just
again!
again, and he just pulls up this magic again and blocks the blade.
Dude! Okay, well, I guess I'm done. That sucks.
Invisibility. You're best
No
at
longer
AoEs, and you
invisible.
don't really have anybody in a good AoE spot.
I mean, if he wants to, he could definitely get us.
Just gonna move over here. Kind of out of the way. I'm just gonna duck down after casting Magic Missile at 4th level. Yeah! That should be a total of, let's see, that's 6 bullets.
Who?
At John!
I thought John was still invisible.
No, he
No,
came
he-
out of invisibility. 3, 4, 5, 6. Attack 6 finished. Sister Steel is unconscious. Doug, roll a d10. Oh, when Sister Steel comes unconscious again, she has her barrier of stone again. Doug, roll a d10.
D10.
You do not move or take actions this turn. You stumble around confusedly. Oh, Nim will, I need to roll a d20 for Nim.
Does that only affect one round?
Did not roll a 18 to 20. She does not trigger wild magic.
Does that only affect one round?
No, you get to make a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn.
Oh, so in that case, could I, like, reroll?
The wisdom
wait.
save? You have to make the wisdom save first. And then you can reroll the wisdom save. But that was just to see what happens during your turn.
Okay.
Make a wisdom save.
With advantage?
No. You have no reason to have advantage.
He's trying so hard. He's like.
I appreciate the asking, but the answer is just no. I can't. You don't have a reason to.
I'm just now gaining back my autonomy to roll myself.
This is fair. Well,
So, or
you heroically point.
and then wisdom.
Suffice to say, y'all have pretty much thoroughly thrashed this team. It's a
Wisdom.
matter of cleanup and how much they can confuse you in the meantime. It's gonna be on your main page.
Yeah, I was
You
just
are
trying
no
to
longer
find.
confused. That is the end of your turn, though. Thicket. You have, I think, not been hurt at all today, or at least not.
I am not from this.
You are successfully backlining.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the conscious enemies are all on the other side of the building. You are and you are behind like a 10-foot tall stone chunk.
Okay. So Sister Steel isn't technically out.
But if you knock
Yeah.
everyone else out, she'll just be out.
Okay. So the unconscious thing, but not at 0 hit points, counts, but only if everyone else is unconscious.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys got Sister Steel. I have one sec.
And the Koala can currently see the invisible person.
If I go like here, can I see Valus?
Yes.
Okay. Call lightning, but not hitting John.
You walk over and you point downward. And
You.
you monster. He succeeds. Roll damage though. He takes half, down to 11. Oof. And maintains concentration.
Okay.
They're still confused, and now it's his turn.
No, it's the Kowaddle's turn.
You're right, the Koala's turn.
Do you need healing, Doug?
Yeah.
Yeah, since I'm over here dancing, I can't.
I'm gonna. One sec. Echo is tangling herself in the wires. Echo.
Let go my ego. Let go my ego.
Echo. Oh my gosh. Okay. healing word to Doug, because I still have a bonus action from Thicket. Do you need more healing?
I mean, I'm at half health.
What's the Quaddle gonna do?
I'm trying to decide if the Quaddle is going to cure wounds or try and bite Valus.
Oh, yeah, you can go ahead and bite.
Okay. So the Quaddle has a 90-foot fly speed. Can it get
Yes.
there?
Very.
Okay. Please roll well.
No.
Ka-chow.
No.
It fails.
Boo. Okay. And then let's do, just because I can, let's do Sanctuary and Doug. It'll go away when he attacks, but until then.
Bayless will lean over to you, John. I suggest that you stop your friends before they hurt you. That you take them down. And you're making a wisdom save.
Wonderful.
You succeed. You were not suggested. How would you like to react?
They can handle themselves.
Nah. He has no bonus action spells. That was his gambit. Garand.
What gambit?
He would have dropped his concentration. You're no longer confuzzled.
Oh, fantastic. That's delightful news. Okay.
He would have preferred someone on his side, and that didn't work.
That's fabulous.
Now he's
but-
cornered. He can't even move.
All right.
Gambit, you're on deck. Be prepared.
All right. I'm going to Misty Step.
That mistily.
5. It's not letting me move. What am I doing wrong? There you go. All right. That's my bonus. And then I will move with my move action. There. And I will chuck a feather.
Who are you feathering?
Well, I know where it is, but I can't see it, so I'm gonna go for.
Disadvantage.
No, I said I can't see it, so I'm gonna go for the one I can see.
Fair enough.
So
That hits.
what?
Damage. I don't know what he's concentrating on anymore.
Suggestion? Can he make suggestion multiple times?
No. If it fails when you cast it, it fails, but I don't know who's... Oh, it still thinks he's concentrating on haste. Let me just remove that. Second attack.
Hit a 21
damage.
again.
No need for a second attack. He is unconscious. As he is struck by this lightning and flings against the stone wall behind him and then falls to his feet, or to his knees? Back? He falls.
Alright. Yeah, we're doing great, guys. Let's go. And over the crowd. Hey, don't forget the messages, you know. Yeah, you can always send us treats and treasures and you know, all that. We love it. Yeah, go team.
Okay.
Ron. Anyway.
Are you gonna disadvantage attack Nim?
If Nim's, yeah, I mean, if there's something that I can see that Nim does, yeah, but I can't disadvantage it without seeing it. So.
Well, I think it was having the Coatl call out telepathically where she is.
Right, but with silvery barbs, I have to see it.
Oh, I mean for throwing an attack at her.
No, that was my 2 attacks. So the first one dealt the 8 damage, and then the second one dealt the 15.
Ah, I missed the 8 damage. Okay, Gambit. What would you like to do? Jocelyn. Jocelyn, you're muted.
Are you asleep or are you
Jocelyn's
muted?
dead. Oh, she's back.
I'm not dead. Calm down.
Yay!
Calm down.
Who's left?
The invisible
Just
person.
the invisible one. And
Honestly, if
still
y'all wanted,
she
we
wakes
could probably
up.
hand wave the rest of this, but that's up to y'all.
No, to the end.
To the end!
Okay, so this lady who's fighting Jack and this lady over here. in the
The
back?
lady by Jack is unconscious.
Yep, you
Don't
just
wake
need
her up.
this lady in the far north is all that you need to take down.
Yeah.
Okay.
She is invisible, so you'll have disadvantage on attacks, but you can still stab her or punch her or shoot her. Or throw a rock at her.
Or John can drop some fairy fire and it won't matter.
2.
I say, I don't get too close. That's the one that blasted us all last time.
Well, I gotta be close enough to shoot her. Oh, 5. Oh no. Can I go over? No, that's as far as I can go without dashing.
Correct.
1. It's not very good for Pelagian theory.
Pythagoras. Are you making
5,
Pythagoras
10,
upset?
15, 20, 21, 22, 23. I don't know how to count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. 50-ish feet? By very rough estimate.
50.
50 to 50. Aha, look at me. Ah, that's within range, but disadvantage. But I
You've
would,
already
so
got
that just be
disadvantage.
disadvantage, yeah. Okay. Which I will, after we're over, I have a whole argument listed for why it should be changed and why it should be
Okay.
different. We'll
Perfect.
get into that later.
We'll get into that later. For tonight, shoot her!
Right now, I'm gonna have to hold
Shoot her.
action
Sure.
But usually,
until
Shoot her,
she's,
Gavin.
or I can,
I don't think you have any
because it's,
+1 bullets anymore. Oh no, you do. You've been using your
I
regular
do.
bullets.
uh-huh.
It's-
You had like 20.
Yeah, and she hasn't used them yet. He hasn't used them yet.
Yeah, I saved those for when we were fighting Grim.
Good
Except
call.
for I forget to move them over, but I have a magic gun now, so.
Yeah. Anyway, fire.
No.
Okay, then don't.
I'm gonna hold my action if she comes within range.
John. John, after your failed attempts to stab someone, what would you like to do?
Well, I can't stab that person anymore. Is Flicker still invisible?
Yes.
Okay.
Fairy fire, mate. Fairy fire.
Axe.
Fairy fire?
Fairy fire, yeah. You know, sprinkle all the magical glitter all around, and then she can't hide.
Oh.
We talked about this before. Remember, you and I both had the spell. I think even Thicket had it for a minute, and so it was like 3 of us had it. We didn't need it.
I don't have that spell.
At least
I
not
do
anymore.
have... Huh?
At least not
Did we
anymore.
go? Did we go
did.
from 0 of us having it? Is that what we decided to do?
Yup.
Well, I have it, but not prepared.
I do, on the other hand, have Shatter. which,
Yeah.
which I can cast at, 4th level, and that would
Yeah.
be fun.
Yeah.
So let's do that.
Let's go.
Bonk.
You can do it without breaking the arena,
Yeah.
which is good because that's government property. She succeeds.
Oh, dang.
Takes half damage.
Is it half half as much? So half of 3D or 5d8.
You should be able just to roll it, and it should auto process.
Yeah.
What I like about Fantasy Grounds does the math for you. That's the accountant.
Yeah.
Oh, there's like 3 ones there. Dang.
She succeeds on concentration.
What does that mean?
She's still invisible.
Oh.
You know, you haven't hit us hardly at all, Micah, but that sorcerer right there has done the best job of the team.
Yep.
Dropped only cold on 3 of us. Like, that was definitely a really good start, and then has been invisible the rest of the time.
Gold.
Oh, she's really gonna drop her invis for it. Okay.
She
Well,
doesn't
I'm
have to. She didn't cast invisibility.
Is that an action? Oh, shoot. Never mind.
Because she didn't cast invisibility, so she doesn't have to. She cast greater invisibility.
Oh.
Oh, very nice.
Wahaha. It's concentration, but she doesn't drop it. So, and she can hit everyone. Oh wait, she can't
Is
use
she
Cone
gonna-
Cold. She only has 1 5th level spell slot. Well,
Let's say that powerful Chica. If she's got dropping Kona Cold twice.
I should go ahead and figure out what her plan is instead, because I thought that she could do that, and then I was wrong.
You're literally backed into a corner.
Yes. That's a pretty good alternative. I don't think she could reasonably hit the... No, she could hit the Coatl. Okay.
Well-
Are you doing Fireball?
Yep.
That's large. It's large.
Shield.
But that
On
was
the
too large.
Coatl.
Yeah, you're right. That was too large. It should be a 20-foot sphere, right?
No, it should be a 20-foot radius, so it's actually a 40-foot sphere. You made it too small.
No, because that 20 is the counting from the center.
Okay, so that's the right one. Okay.
Okay, so she can only hit you 3 then. Well, when in doubt, follow the flames. Did it appear for everyone?
No,
I
no.
think it's loading.
I haven't seen anything up here.
Okay.
Are you kidding? I cannot roll on.
And you still succeeded.
Wait, why do I have 2?
Because I accidentally did it twice. Just delete the other one.
All right. Well, all right. The 16 was the first one. I didn't even know I had a second one until I was like, it wasn't going away. I was like, what did I do wrong?
It should process correctly. Damage. Gambit completely evaded because Gambit succeeded and has evasion.
Still gave me
Ron
full.
should have taken 14. I will heal you of your false damage. The damage of the false prophets.
I should take 11, not 22.
Good now. That goes to 56.
55 technically.
Doug, your turn. You are not confused.
Yep. Doug is going to go his 30 feet. Can he go like diagonally across this?
Yes.
No trouble?
Yes.
So yeah, in that case, he'll do this. He will manifest an echo as a bonus.
Fair.
Do it 15 feet in front of him, but then the echo is just going to move the like extra feet towards the person. And it'll be disadvantage, correct?
Yep. Should auto process.
So you said it's going to auto?
Yep.
Okay. Well, we'll just do the 2 just to see.
It hits. Roll damage.
Can I re-roll that using one of my Savage Mastery things?
Savage attacker? Yeah, you can reroll the damage. Roll 2d6 and see if it's any more than 5.
Oh, it's a lot more.
It is. Okay, so I do need to heal her back 9.
And then I will attempt a second attack.
Go for it, and she is still invisible. And it misses. Failed to strike her the second time.
Yep, and that is me.
Take it.
Bet you can't guess what I'm gonna do.
Lightning.
Okay. Do I need to get closer?
Probably. I don't think so, no.
I'll do it just in case. There. Why not? Okay.
Make sure you can fully not see her. Make sure you can fully not see her.
What do you mean?
She's invisible, so you get close enough to where there's nothing obstructing the view except for the fact that you can't see her.
So I can still do the lightning?
Yes.
Okay.
It was me being pedantic. And trying to make a fun. She fails! Roll damage.
Oh, roll high, so that makes that con save real hard. Oh, yes!
Instantly unconscious! As the last person falls unconscious from the lightning, the last aura breaking, and Sister Stills being unconscious, the crowd erupts into clapping. You don't get a full standing ovation, but people do seem to fully enjoy the fight. And it's Doug, just to make sure, goes over and slaps Sister Steel in the side of the head with his blade, which there is some booing as you do so.
Hey, I didn't damage. I just was seeing if I could.
You enjoy the applause and will, over a minute, exit the area, taking advantage of the Quaddle's remaining healing. Some medics coming out and picking up the Paradox. As you have your winnings returned to you, and you can go ahead and add those back to your inventory. John, as well as your 10 gold. And remove the enemies. But
were we able to...
Pardon?
Were we able to make bets on this?
You were,
Yeah.
but no one did.
John did.
Here.
Didn't he?
Yeah, I thought he did like 35 gold or something.
Yeah. I heard 35.
In that case, you get 35 back, because y'all had a 1 to 2 odds. I think that's right, yeah.
Oh, the odds were in our favor?
Odds are even.
Okay.
So we didn't make anything?
No, you made 45 total between
Ah.
the entry fee and doubling his bet.
So I add 35 gold?
To John.
Oh, okay.
I've
Problem not
awarded
being-
you experience, and I can send out your copper as well, but I'm going to go ahead and end the stream side here because I am tired. It is almost 11 o'clock my time, which means it's especially late for some of you. You need to get some rest and come back next week for a good time. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.